anyone have ever imagined that some old radio show in the 1920s could have turned out to be such great history for country music? And the Grand Ole Opry certainly turned out to be much more than just some old barn dance. To fully appreciate the Grand Ole Opry, we got to take a look at not only the people involved, but the great historic places that the Opry called home. The creator, Edwin Craig, was the Vice President of National Life and Accident Insurance in Nashville, Tennessee. And his purpose for creating this show was to promote his business, as well as he wanted to bring great talent and a good show to Nashville. So WSM debuted October 5th, 1925, with orchestras and many, many people coming to speak, important people coming to speak. And after that, he was known for classical music and just dinner time music. It wasn't until November 28th, 1925 that the barn dance debuted, and that's when the country music came about. The first person to be on the show was a man called Uncle Jimmy Thompson. He was a fiddle player. The barn dance quickly drew about a huge crowd of not only talent, but a crowd to come view the show. And many people such as Hank Williams, a little earlier than that, D. Ford Bailey, Little Jimmy Dickens, and June Carter, who was later June Carter Cash, married Johnny Cash. Here's a good one here, Charlie Pride, Dolly Parton, the Old Crow Medicine Show. This is one of my favorites. Old Crow was getting inducted into the Grand Ole Opry in this picture here. And this here was a picture from 1927 of the WSM barn dance. More people that you probably know if you like music at all, not just country music, but Vince Gill, Garth Brooks, and many others. A lot of new talent comes on the show. They promote a lot of new folks on Fridays and Saturdays. Randy Rogers and other Texas country artists like Wade Bowen have also been on the show. The next thing to help understand what the Opry's been about is all the locations that they've called home. Originally, when the show started in 1925, the top floor of the National Life and Accident Headquarters was the place that the show took about. And it was about a decade there, from 1925 to 1934, that's where that all took place. The second location was called the Hillsborough Theater from 1934 to 1936. And up top here's a picture of the cast of the show at Hillsborough Theater. Looked like a log cabin with a big old flue here of rock. The third location, one that I do not have a picture of, is the Dixie Tabernacle from 1936 to 1939. The next one is War Memorial, which is actually still standing. It's a very, very beautiful place, 1939 to 1943. And one that many people have heard of that aren't country music fans at all, the Ryman Auditorium. The Opry was there from 1943 to 1974. The Ryman is known for many, many genres, and it still plays a packed house every weekend. And here's a great historic piece there of the Ryman. And the final, from 1974 to present day, is the Grand Ole Opry House. And it's a huge and beautiful place. And they actually took the circle from the Ryman, where the WSM logo sits, and put it on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. Now, after taking a look at the people and the places, maybe you can have a greater respect or a good understanding of what the Opry is all about. And it's played a big part of country music history, and it's certainly a wonderful place to go see.